Ladies and gentlemen, adventurers and aberrations, welcome to episode 20 of the Midweek Monster Mash. Tonight marks the beginning of the end as we kick off the Pristine Bowl, a single elimination showdown where only the mightiest will survive and ascend toward glory. 8 teams enter this tournament, but only one will stand at the peak of power. And now, it's time for battle number 1. On one side, we have a team of swift strikes and elemental devastation, an alliance forged from the rawest, wildest energies of the realm. Kinetic Force. Meet your heroes. Pulsar. Kineshock. Inertion. Void Sting. Lord Impulsa. And Velastra. But standing in their path is a team that knows no fear. A team that laughs in the face of death. A team whose members have already crossed the veil and returned darker, stronger, and more determined than ever. Deathmarked. Meet your heroes. Rotmorn. Ghoulrend. Cryptar. Duskwither. Lord Dreadmore, and Vex Mortis. 2 teams enter, only 1 team advances. Steel will clash, spells will fly, and destiny will be written in blood and ash. This is the Midweek Monster Mash. Let the battle begin.
Woo! What's going on, everybody? Howdy, howdy. Welcome to the Midweek Monster Mash. That was super fun. Having a lot of fun with the new microphone. Hopefully it sounds good. I had an echo in my head that whole time. That was obnoxious. Let me turn down some music a little bit for you here, and then we will go ahead and get into it. What's going on? DJ Widget, Jesse, what's up? I see you, Dieter, Evan, welcome to the live. I see you, Zach. Hopefully everybody's checking in. Don't forget you get that extra gold as long as you check in over on the Discord. Yeah, this voice thing is a lot of fun.
You're gonna be hearing this all night.
So let's go ahead and have some fun. I was having an issue. Give me 1 second. I was having an issue getting Discord to pull up. King Travis over on Twitch. What's going on, buddy? Hopefully you got to hear that intro. That intro was a lot of fun. Yeah, give me 1 second. I was having an issue pulling up Discord over on my computer here, so I have to. I'm gonna let this song play out. I do like this song, and then I'll get back to the fun music. Yeah, I was having an issue pulling it up, so I have to shut down the Choose Your Affiliation channel over on my phone. So hopefully y'all got your votes in, and if you didn't, I apologize. But all right, we're in this. Welcome to the Midweek Monster Mash. If this is your first time joining into the Midweek Monster Mash, how low is the music? Okay, we're good. TikTok show's starting soon. What? It shouldn't. That's really odd. You're right. It does still show starting soon. Why is it doing that? All right, hold on. Let me fix it real quick. This shouldn't take long. Hold on. Settings. I should be on Pristine Bowl. That's why. There you go. I apologize, TikTok. I had to set up a whole new scene for the Pristine Bowl, and I forgot to tell it to stream that one over to TikTok. My apologies. Thank you for letting me know. So let me exit out of that, pull this up, and I'll get back to the normal music. Okay. Hopefully all is fixed. Thank you. But hopefully you still heard me the whole time, right? Did you hear me that whole time? Hopefully. Okay, so if this is your first time joining into the Midweek Monster Mash, this is a fun event. This is the Pristine Bowl, so this is tournament style. We have never done this before, so a lot of people have gone over and voted over in my Discord for who they think is going to win out of 8 teams. And so the 2 teams we have tonight, as you heard, were Kinetic Force. What's going on, Cassie? Welcome to the live. Kinetic Force and going against the Deathmarked. Now, the way that this tournament will work is it is, like I said, single elimination. Both teams specialize in one damage type. So kinetic force is force damage. I'm sorry, kinetic order is force damage. Deathmarked is necrotic damage. Both are immune to that type, but otherwise all of the creatures are the exact same. What's going on, Board Ghost? Hey, I saw you guys streaming over there. What's going on? So yeah, both of them are going to be doing the exact same. So it is as fair and even as it gets. So let's go ahead and get this started. I'm also very excited because so like when donations come in, that's how people help whatever side they want to help. I've changed some of the songs and added some songs, and I'm super stoked for some of the songs that are added for those. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to roll some dice, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to get this Pristine Bowl kicked off. All right. I have combined the two colors for the dice, so that way it wasn't any favoritism. We've got green for the outside of the dice, but we got blue for the numbers. Oh, so look. With the order, we have Inertion kicking it off for kinetic force, but then we have 4 Deathmarked going in a row. We'll see how that goes. So let's go ahead and get this going. So Inertion, standing in the back, looks out at the crowd. In front of him, he sees 2 tall horse statues facing each other, roughly 15 to 20 feet tall. Cassie, thank you for the I'm new here. I appreciate it. So yeah, if you look above me, there's things that you can send that actually do stuff in the battle if you'd prefer to do that, and actually like change parts of the battle. So so Inertion sees these 15 to 20 foot tall statues, and he sees this giant decrepit, falling apart, looming in the center of the field. And so Inertion is going to use his elemental claw, and he's going to send this force, just ball of force, straight across the battlefield at the Rotmorn, the giant. You'll also notice, by the way, everybody starts with half their HP in temporary HP. So just to make the battle a little more lengthy than it normally is. Let's go, Order. Let's go, says DJ Widget. Let's see what he's got. So Inertion's going to fire off 3 elemental claws. We have a 19 plus. That is definitely going to hit. Oh, I need to scroll down to the bottom. You? No, you're there. 19 is definitely going to hit. Let's go ahead and roll another one, shall we? Because he gets 3. Also, let me know if the volume is too loud on either the music or myself. This is first time with the new mic, so I'm testing everything out here. The second one does miss. And the third one, an 11 plus. King Travis, let's go Deathmarked. Voting on Deathmarked over there. I know we definitely have some Deathmarked voters. That does hit, so we have 2 hits going up against Rotmorn. So our damage is 21 and 16 to Rotmorn. So we'll go ahead and apply both of those, which slowly tacks away at that temporary hit points. Up next, we have Vex Mortis, the war priest, cleric, if you will, of the battlefield. Vex Mortis is going to, he's going to run forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, kind of standing behind this statue. And he's going to peek out, and he couldn't get anywhere close enough to use his maul. But is it called a maul? What's he got? He has the maul. That's right. Yeah, he couldn't get close enough, but he is going to use his holy rot that he's got, which is essentially just holy fire from the original war priest, but flavored to have some fun with it. So we need a DC 15 wisdom saving throw from Pulsar. Let's see what he's got here. Oh gosh, that thing was just bouncing all over the place. It is a 14 though, it still fails. So he is going to take the damage. Go ahead and roll that. That is a 5 and 7, that is 12 plus 3, 15 damage. And because he failed, he is also blinded. So we'll go ahead and blind him here. Which should be up top, blinded right there. Okay. So attacks against him will have advantage, and he will have disadvantage making attacks. Up next, we have Duskwither. Now, Duskwither, a little bit sneaky in the back, is going to slide over close to this window here, and he's going to peek out, and he's going to fire away at Pulsar as well, because he's just going to kind of peek through, send a shot. He actually gets 3 of them with his light crossbow, and he gets to do a bunch of extra necrotic damage because of it. This is essentially just decrepit sassy. So we'll go ahead and roll our attacks here, of which, like I said, I believe he gets 3. We double check. Yep, so that's 1. Let me scroll out a little so you can see where he's attacking. He does hit with that. send a second attack here. Jesse Lee. Hold on. See, here's the problem. I do not remember what flipping buttons. I did screw up. All right, hold on. So I think, hold on. Let me see this piece of paper. Let's see this paper. This will tell me which one I got to hit because I believe that's the chaos bomb, correct? 1, 2, 3. I think it should be number 4.
Fireball.
Yay! We're sending a chaos bomb. Woo! All right. So we need to see what kind of damage type we're going to be sending. So the way a chaos bomb is going to work is we're going to roll to see which character it centers itself on, and we're going to pick what damage type it is, which is random. So everything is totally random. The character may be immune to it, but the characters around it may not. So we'll see what happens here. So let's go ahead and roll it. If it's a chaos bomb, I hope I'm right about that. I forgot to write these, so you guys will need to remind me what I put on there. All right, here we go. So we know that it is going to be fire damage, so it's going to hit everybody, no matter where it's at. All right, so let's go ahead and roll a D12, and we're going to go in columns left to right to determine where it ends up. So I'm going to roll a D12. Oh, I forgot to roll a D12. Roll D12. All right. It is an 11. So that is going to be centered around Duskwither. Duskwither is going to get a 5th level fireball. Literal fireball, actually, because it is fire damage. Centered around himself. So we need to do this to see who it hits. 20 foot. It is going to hit, I think, Lord Dreadmore. Oh, I'm dragging things. Delete this. No, it's not going to hit Dreadmore, but it will hit Rotmorn. So Duskwither and Rotmorn are going to be hit by this 5th level fireball. Let me zoom in here so you can see. All right, 5th level fireball is 10 D6s right off the rip coming from Jesse Lee. $37, and they are both going to need to make dexterity saving throws. DC 15. Oh, he's probably going to save, though. Let's see. Let's go Deathmarked. Thanks, Hugh. I'm going to refrain from saying the last name. Oh, but we have Rotmorn, who is not very dexterous. What do we got? What do we got? 4. Rotmorn fails. Duskwither succeeds, so they take 37 damage.
Oh, look at that around Duskwither. A fireball surrounds him.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. I can't wait to do that more. All right, so 37 divided by 2 rounded up is going to be Mr. Janus to you. All right, I'll accept that. So 49 minus, what is it, 19? So that would be 30. So he's got 30 temp HP, and Rotmorn failed the save and takes the full 37. He has 1 temp HP left. Okay, now 2 of the crossbows did hit. The 3rd one did not. So I need to go target hit. Oh, I'm still targeting him. We're good. We're good. Mr. Janus to you. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Damage, normal. All right, we have 35 and 35 to Pulsar. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, so Pulsar takes 2 swift shots from Duskwither. Oh, I do need to get rid of this. That was a solid 50 damage to them, by the way, Jesse. Very nice. By the way, just to point it out, I know I didn't put any, I should put some rules out over in the Discord before next week, but any of the items or ability score increases or resistances are everlasting, so they will last throughout the tournament. Also, any health potions that don't get used, those also last throughout the tournament. I did forget to say that. Okay, up next, we have Cryptar, the other spellcaster, who is going to stay where he's at, and he's going to peer around the corner, and he's actually going to... actually, no. He's going to slide around the outside paintball style. So he's going to go running 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to fire off at Pulsar as well. He'd probably fire off here before he keeps running while he's got an open view. By the way, Jesse, I did forget to say it. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So he's going to fire off some elemental claws himself. A 2 is going to miss. Pulsar gets a break. A nat 2 followed by a nat 20. There went his break. And then we have 13. So those will both hit. So we'll go ahead and do the damage against Pulsar. We have a normal damage and we have a critical hit. Sorry, firing off at Pulsar over there. All right, so he does 16 damage and then 38. Pulsar is not looking good. By the way, we are back to death saving throws. Heroes will all fall and they will have death saving throws. So they do need to be killed outright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, which means they can be revived and brought back. Okay, that is Cryptar's turn. We have Ghoulrend. Ghoulrend is going to exhale this necrotic energy and he's going to take to the sky. And actually, I think what he's gonna do, I like the idea of him flying up here. We'll say he's 20 feet in the air. Oops. Plus 20. Oh, he's not 40, he's 20. I just didn't realize I was so far out. And he's going to, of course, use his death beam. Jesse, I don't remember which one it is. You gotta tell me. I know it's coming. It's coming. This is on me. This is, because I'm on the Chaos Bomb right now. Come on, hurry up. Okay, we have a random rare magic item, which should be the next one, I think. No. Oh, no. Superior. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Let's go for it. Hey!
Jesse Lee coming in with a magic item for Team Kinetic Order.
All right, let's see what magic item we got. We have a rare magic item. Sorry, I know I'm delayed. Also, the new mic is delayed and it's really annoying. King Travis says boo over on Twitch. We gotta interact here. Okay, so we have one of 3 items that you can pick from, Jesse. We have the Great Sword of Life Stealing. We have the Giant Slayer Great Sword, which we do have giants in this game. And we have, every team does have a giant, by the way, the Ring of Protection. Jesse, which of those would you like to pick? Would you like the... King Travis is a nerd, said from over on YouTube. I'm only gonna say that out loud because I know they know each other. All right, Jesse, what weapon would you like to give to your team? We have the Giant Slayer, the Life Stealer, or the Ring of Protection. Meanwhile, what is Ghoulrend's death beam distance? It's a line 60 feet. Ring of Protection to the giant. All right, you got it. So let me compendiums, magic items, protection. All right. And I need to remember to put that. Yes, use the importer. And equip. Inventory. Okay, yeah, it did work. Cool, it did work. All right, so he now has an AC of 16, which will definitely help.
From the skies floats down a package, landing on Pulsar's hand, bringing him a ring of protection. Shout out Jesse Lee.
Jesse Lee, with what I believe to be, yeah, I know that one. Hey, we have 75 temporary hit points, making its way onto Pulsar.
As energy swirls around the giant, you watch. Oh, is it resistance?
All right, you said resistance. I think that's the temporary hit points, right? Oh, wrong one. Shoot, I gave away the song. Yeah, we chose the ring, and then the temporary hit points, right? That's what it is for the giant. I'm pretty sure it's 75 temporary hit points. The resistance is... Right, what's... Hold on. Oh, do they look the same? Oh, Jesse, I'm glad you pointed that out. They may actually look the same. The resistance is like one of the... Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to edit that. Those pictures look wildly similar, unfortunately. So I think there's a $20 one that is the hearts. Let me check real quick. Super stickers. Okay. So I see where that is confusing. That's okay. I will still do the 75 temp HP though to Pulsar, which he needs at the moment for sure. But I'm glad you pointed that out because I'm for sure going to need to fix that. So I will have that fixed by next week. That will be a different sticker. So yeah, he's got the 75 temp HP. I think he's going to stand up here and he's going to send his beam, his death beam down. Right, let's go this way. She's got 60 feet. Yeah, he's gonna hit all three of these guys. Lord Impulse, Pulsar, and Void Sting. I think. Let me double check. Okay, he wouldn't be. He would be. And he wouldn't be. Ooh, maybe he can't. Okay, so he's going to... Oh, but then that wall's there anyway. All right, no. He would just aim it, so he's going to hit Lord Impulse and Pulsar. He's going to hit both of them. Also, Jesse, appreciate you. Okay, so we need dexterity saving throws from these two. Death Beam, usability. Oh, here we go. I get the line. Maybe the line's different. Is it thicker? No, it's not thicker. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna do it here. Okay, so we're gonna hit these two, and they're both gonna need to make dexterity saving throws. Let's see what they got here. All right. Oh, both of them failing. All right, we got to roll this damage, and they're both gonna take all of it, which is gonna be a good bit. 70 damage. Holy cow. 70 damage. So they both take the full damage. Jesse, good thing you put him there.
And as Coolrend opens his gaping mouth and exhales necrotic damage towards Lord Impulse and Pulsar, you watch as they absorb all of the beam of death rotting energy. Pulsar, having just received his wounds being taken care of, gone once more.
I wish I could hear more. Oh, Jesse. Jesse giving Pulsar 70 more temp HP. Which puts him at 80. All right. Pulsar feels nothing.
And once more, the gods look down and favor Pulsar, healing his wounds on the spot.
All right, that is the end of them. Jesse really pulling for the Kinetic Order here. So now up next we have Kinetic. Kinetic is going to... Temp HP doesn't stack as much as I hate saying. No, you're good, Jesse. I have always stacked it here in the Midweek Monster Mash. If you're paying for it, you're getting it. So temporary hit points are stacking if they're bought. Now, if they're given... I think I've just been stacking all of it anyway, but no, you got it. It stacks. So Kinetic is going to, I think he doesn't like the other dragon getting all up in his business. So he's gonna hop up into the air and fly. So he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. And he is also going up in the air as he does that. So we're getting a little dragon on dragon action. As Kinetic flies over to Ghoulrend and is going to attack 3 times with his Rend attack. That is a 6+. That's gonna miss. Nuts! Come on! Come on, Kinetic! You can do this. There you go. 24. And not 20! All right, I didn't mean to hype him up like that. I was just trying to go, you know, get all hyped for the battle, and I don't know. I gave him some excitement. Okay, so he does hit normally for the first one and a critical hit for the second one. And he's going to do 48 damage. And then can't see the main list. Jesse, are the Kinetics your all the way team? Oh, that's a good question. All right, Jesse Lee.
Kinetic, after striking twice, finds it in him to strike one more time as he hears his biggest fan, Jesse Lee, from the crowd, screaming for him to hit once more.
All right, and then you got the extra action, and I will send that to the next. Oh, new rule. I didn't say it at the beginning. It is 1 action per hero per round during the Pristine Bowl. Just an FYI. It is still going to go to the next character. I know it's been 2 for the Midweek Monster Mash. It is 1 for the Pristine Bowl. So that will just go to the next hero. Again, I really got to get the rules out for this one. I was up till like 2 a.m. last night finishing this up. My fault. So Kinetic is going to go again with some dragon on dragon action. Did I deal the damage, by the way? Yeah, I did. So we deal the Rend attacks once more. Oh! Oh, that would have been sweet if he hit him really hard one more time. But we will do the damage critical hit. An additional 24 damage.
And in his excitement, Kinetic strikes Ghoulrend one more time.
Up next, Lord Dreadmore. Lord Dreadmore is going to, you watch as his sword exudes green, dripping necrotic energy as he bolts forward towards Pulsar. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I think he can only run 30. He can only run 30. So he is going to strike twice with his short bow, 3 times with his short bow. Let me go ahead and target Pulsar here. He's got over half HP, so he gets to do a little extra damage. If he hits, that is a 14, which will definitely hit. 14 plus 6. Then we have 16 plus 6, and finally we have 15 plus 6, 3 hits as
Lord Dreadmore charges Pulsar, pulling his bow back, striking 3 times, cheering out into the abyss, sending 3 arrows directly into the chest of Pulsar.
Also, let me know if that gets annoying, but I'm going to be doing it all night otherwise. So normal, normal, and normal. 16 damage, and 12 damage. Pulsar's still feeling that temp HP though, thanks to Jesse. That is Lord Dreadmore's attack. Up next, love how the commentator voice does the roar. I can't hear it, so now I don't even know if it sounds stupid what I'm saying. So I'll see it when I go watch it later. Void Sting is up. Now, Void Sting is going to use his bonus action to hide. So he's going to roll a stealth check to try and hide here behind the window. And I'm sure that it's going to be a fine stealth check. Stealth is plus 10. Can you change it to sound like the guy from Halo? What is this one? Probably. Hold on. There was one. I like this one because it sounds pretty creepy and spacey. Hold on. I gotta switch to deep. Where's deep? Oh, there it was. I saw it. Come on, where are you?
Alright, I really like this guy. I feel like he could be a cool Halo voice of some type.
Yeah, and then I forget that I can laugh. Gain the lead, lost the lead. That is a 14 stealth. Ew. Now what is Dreadmore's perception? We have a +2, so it's only a 12. So he is able to stealth enough to not be detected. So he is going to pop up through the window, firing just underneath Pulsar. And for his first attack, he will have advantage. That's a 13 plus, so it's a 20 total. That is going to hit. I do have a very funny voice that if I get a chance to use it, I'm stoked for. That's a 20. So we'll go ahead and do it 2 more times here. Oh no, that one's going to miss. See, we needed the advantage. We needed the advantage. What is Void Sting doing? 10 plus? Oh, is also going to miss. So he only hits with the 1, but it's okay because he is going to get a second action thanks to Jesse. So we do the damage 1 time, normal amount of damage, which is 18.
Void Sting, unable to make purchase on 2 of the 3 attacks, finds it in him to shoot 3 more and try and take down Lord Dreadmore's health.
Probably sounds stupid when the announcer stutters. They're pretty good at what they do, I'm finding out. Light crossbow, normal attack. Here we go. We have 3. 2 plus is not gonna do it. That is a 5 plus, not gonna do it. No way. An 11 plus is going to hit. Goodness gracious, Void Sting. Holy cow. All right, there you go though. That was a much better attack. So 27 damage. Lord Dreadmore's temp HP is nearly non-existent. Up next we have Velastra, who is going to charge forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and is going to strike twice with her Maul attack. But first is going to use the bonus action to cast Healing Light onto Pulsar. Usability. So Pulsar is going to gain 2d8 plus 3 hit points. That is 9, so plus 12. Plus 12. And he's good. And then she's going to strike twice with her Maul. And then she gets to use Holy Force. Oh! What is that roll? I hate rolling bad. Oh, there you go. A nat 20 to make up for it. Look at that. Oh, I rolled normal. That doesn't count. Whatever it was doesn't count. Critical hit. Here we go. That is 39 damage to Lord Dreadmore. And then, oh, you know what though? I gotta remember to do things in order correctly. I should have cast Holy Force first. All right. Lord Dreadmore needs to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. Oh, fails. So it takes full damage and is blinded, which by the way, the attacks against Pulsar should have had advantage. So is blinded now and takes 11 damage. And now we have someone from Deathmarked who has lost all their temporary hit points. Blinded. Jesse Lee. Actually, yeah. I just had to check it.
As Velastra strikes twice with their Maul, sending in the Holy Force, she finds it in her to strike once more, wishing to send these demons back into the abyss.
All right, we're doing 2 more Maul attacks. Here we go. Normal. A nat 20! Jesse Lee paying for a nat 20! All right, so we do the... Oh, and actually those should have had advantage because he's blinded. So we get to attack with advantage again. So that one's gonna hit. Critical hit, be right back. Kinetics kicking butt. Yeah, it is. And normal. All right, 29 and 15. Oh no. Lord Dreadmore is looking rough, looking rough. Okay, and then still gets to do Holy Fire, which she's going to cast on Rotmorn. So Holy Force. Need a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw from Rotmorn. Going to fail. So we will take full damage and then be blinded like a few others are. So we will apply the 14 damage. He is now under his temp HP. And he's blinded. Oops, not invisible. Blinded. I think I made Rotmorn blinded. I mean, invisible. Sorry, let me put that there. Okay, so he's blinded as well. I do wish I could make these symbols a little bit bigger. All right, so he's back. There we go.
And now Rotmorn, blinded, unable to see, begins sensing where his enemies are and charges forward.
He's going to run forward 5, 10, 15, 20 towards where he knows they were and is going to target Velastra, but he will be attacking at disadvantage. So first thing we're going to do is do the war cry on himself as he charges forward. So he will have advantage on attacks and gets 2d10 plus 5 temporary hit points. Jinx, says Jesse. Was that 16 temp HP? Okay. And so now he's just rolling normal. He doesn't have advantage. He doesn't have disadvantage because he's blinded, but he's hype. All right. So he's going to use his decrepit axe against Velastra. I'll zoom in for you a little here. That's a 19, which is definitely going to hit. And will he hit a second time? Oh, almost a nat 20, but he does still hit the second time, so he hits twice. So he deals 28 damage and then an additional 25. Apply and with that, Velastra's temp HP is non-existent. All right, we have Lord Impulsa, who will find it in him to raise his sword and charge forward. 5, 10, 15, and he will now start swinging. With this great sword, of course. Attack over half HP because he does have over half HP. 14 plus will hit. And, oh, it's almost a nat 20. But he does still hit with a 15. So he hits twice and he gets to swing one more time because he attacks thrice. And he hits a third time. And Jesse Lee with another action. All right, hold on. Damage, damage, and damage. Holy cow. Rotmorn is in some trouble. All right, so
Lord Impulsa charges forward, swinging his sword thrice, finding it deep within himself to find a burst of energy, swinging 3 more times.
And he is going to attack with his sword. So here we go. Still over half. 16. 1, he will miss the second one. And 7, he does, or 8, whatever it was. He does hit the third time. So he hits 2 more times. All right, so he deals 24 and 27 damage. And with that, Rotmorn is not looking good. If you are here rooting for the Deathmarked, you are about to be the team that loses their first hero. Pulsar's up. Pulsar, Jose Cruz, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Pulsar is going to stare at Rotmorn, the opposing giant.
Rotmorn brings out his echoic axe, no, his great bow, brings out his great bow, pulls back on the string, and fires. With advantage, by the way. And with that, Pulsar makes purchase on his first attack, sending a second arrow flying. Oh, I dealt critical, that doesn't count.
Sorry, I wasn't ready actually for that second one. Hold on. All right, so let's get back to the voice. We're gonna try this again.
Pulsar fires a second shot, and a critical hit strikes into the body of Rotmorn, most likely sending him back into the abyss where he came from.
All right, so we need to do 2 things of damage, and I see it, Jesse. I see it. Normal and normal. Jose Cruz, who you rooting for here? You rooting for Deathmarked, or are you rooting for Kinetic Force? Deathmarked being the rotting creatures dealing the necrotic damage, Pulsar and the Kinetic Force dealing force damage. 24 and 26.
And with that, Rotmorn struck into the heart. The rotting, enough to deal it enough damage, sending it deep into the ground, dispersing its remains into the dirt below.
And Rotmorn is not dead. All right, but he is now going to be making death saving throws. So Pulsar, though, is going to get another action thanks to Jesse Lee.
Pulsar, having sent one of those demons back to where they came from soon, is going to begin attacking once more, finding the courage within him and the extra energy to send 2 more arrows flying.
And Pulsar, go Deathmarked, says Jose Cruz. Oh, okay, I like it. Rooting for the Deathmarked. The world, what's going on? Welcome to the live as Pulsar is going to fire 2 more arrows. I think he's going to, because he also has advantage. Well, no, he doesn't have advantage because he would have disadvantage firing off at Rotmorn. I don't think he's going to do that. I think that he's going to send 2 arrows. Yeah, he's going to send 2 arrows flying up at the dragon standing atop the statue. So let's go ahead and fire him off. We have the great bow going twice. 5. So it's a 14. Oh, and a 2. No, Jesse. You got nat 20s with your actions earlier, and it follows up with 2 misses. Oh, Pulsar, a little nervous about that dragon that's up there. All right. Unfortunate. Back to the top, we have Inertian. Inertian is going to set its eyes on the blinded. You win some, you lose some. On the blinded Lord Dreadmore, and is going to send 3 elemental claws his way, which may be enough to take him out. So let's go ahead and do it. That is a 3+. That's gonna miss. Well, hold on, they have advantage. All right, I gotta check blinded real quick because I don't remember if blinded is just on melee attacks or if that's ranged attacks as well. Nope, just says attack rolls. Okay, so he does hit the first one. And we'll go with the second one. Another advantage attack here. He is gonna hit. And Inertian with a 3rd attack. We have, oh, you guys can't see, I'm sorry. 3, all 3 are going to hit. This is most likely the end of Lord Dreadmore. What do we have? Kyle Ramsey, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Oh no, Lord Dreadmore looking rough. User, welcome to the live as Inertian is firing off some elemental claws at Lord Dreadmore down in the bottom right corner here. So we need to do 2 more damages. We have 11. Oh, that was a low roll. And 14, also a low roll. So Lord Dreadmore does survive the attacks. Up next, we have Vex Mortis, who is going to charge forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he's gonna go here. And Vex Mortis is going to use his maul attacks for Team Deathmarked here and begin striking against Pulsar. Let's see what we got. Maul, normal, maul, normal. We have a 14+. Oh, these are at advantage because he's blinded. Although, was this until, hold on, it might be till the beginning of his turn. Okay, so it is. All right, change order, of course, here. We learned last time in the last round. Do Holy Rod first. I assumed it was to the end of his turn. It was not. So we need a wisdom saving throw. We'll start there. Wisdom saving throw from Pulsar, who loses the blindness as he sees Vex Mortis charging forward, and he does fail, so he's back to blinded. So Vex Mortis's first attack does hit, and then he's going to get a second one with advantage. And then I do need to do the damage from the Holy Rod. Okay. So we have 9 additional damage to Pulsar there. And then we have 2 bits of damage from the Maul attack. Oh, that's a big roll. 24 and 19 as Pulsar's HP begins to go down.
Vex Mortis charges between 2 statues, screaming into the abyss, swinging his maul into the air. And as he gets close, he sends off more of his necrotic energy, blinding Pulsar once more and striking twice with the necrotic axe, dealing heavy blows to the giant.
That's his attack. Duskwither is going to, as he sees Pulsar getting struck over and over again, finds it in him to point his bow over at Pulsar. The first thing he's going to do is make a stealth saving throw to see if he can make a stealth check and see if he can hide, which shouldn't be hard. Let's see. Oh, that's a nat 20. Wasted a nat 20 on a stealth. Easy. All right, so he's got 3 light crossbow attacks against Pulsar with advantage on the first one. 26. Oh, no, they're all at advantage because Pulsar is blinded. That's a 12 plus. That's going to hit. And what do we got? 18 and 3. So that one's going to hit. Okay. 3 bits of damage to Pulsar. Holy cow. Pulsar. Oh, 41 on the first one. 25 on the second. And 31.
Duskwither points his arrows through the wall, striking thrice against Pulsar's chest, sending him onto the ground near his opponent giant, as both of them lay there dying, coughing up blood, wishing to get back into battle.
All right, and with that, Pulsar hits the ground, and he's lying there, unconscious. Okay. Next is Cryptar. Duskwither is going to stay behind the wall, by the way. All right, Cryptar is going to, let's see, he's going to go around. He's going to kind of like go over to the statue here, looking up at the 2 dragons that are fighting above, and he's going to point his elemental claw at Kinetic. I'll zoom in for you here. He's going to point his elemental claws at Kinetic, and he's going to send 3 of them its way. Here we go. Kinetic is not blinded or anything, so these are all the normal attacks. 5 plus is going to miss. 4 plus is going to miss. No! The Deathmarked don't want it tonight. There you go. 18 plus is going to hit. Okay, that's not a good roll though. 22 damage. 22 damage to the flying dragon fighting his ally dragon. Ghoulrend is going to fight back, but first we need to see if he gets his death beam back. And he does. And he does. Okay. Ghoulrend is going to rotate around Kinetic and is going to send down a beam of necrotic energy in an angle that would hit all 3 creatures in a line. And we'll use that death beam. Oof. Oof, they lined up. Oh boy. Okay. So they're all going to need to make dexterity saving throws. 15 plus, 13 plus, and 6 plus. 19, 15, and 6. Kinetic succeeds. The other 2 will fail. So we need to roll the damage. Oh, lots of damage. Lots of damage. 60. Less than last time, but still a lot of damage. So I need to click selected. Kinetic takes half. The others take full. Oh, what a blow.
Ghoulrend rotates around Kinetic, breathing in once more as a glowing green burst of energy flies out of its mouth once more at an angle, striking 3 of the Kinetic Force members, dealing a deadly blow.
That's his turn. So we'll get rid of that. Give me 1 second. I just need to check and make sure my wife is currently not home. So I need to make sure that the kids are okay. And they're fine. Okay. Back at it. We're back at it. Up next is Kinetic, taking that blow, you know, kind of taking it head on, is going to do a similar move. Kinetic is going to rotate and is going to send his beam, which he wasn't using last time. He's going to send his pulse beam at an angle down towards Cryptar. So he's actually going to go up slightly. He's going to be up to 25 feet now. And then I will move your view here so you can see all three that he's attacking. And he's going to send a burst of force energy at an angle through Ghoulrend down to Cryptar. Usability. Send it right here. All right, we need dexterity saving throws from these two. 17 plus Ghoulrend is going to save. And 16 plus Cryptar. Okay. All right, the Deathmarked may be turning it around here. We're gonna roll. Well, sorry, I hit the mic, but that's because TikTok popped up yelling at me for not being live, which is crazy. TikTok, open your eyes. Jose Cruz with the... Yeah, buddy. Oh, only 49 damage, though. So he rolled low anyway, and then they both just kind of tank it and take half of it. So Cryptar and Ghoulrend both take half, taking 24 damage.
As Kinetic rotates itself around Ghoulrend, aiming its breath weapon down towards Cryptar, it will make purchase against both enemies. However, both enemies take it head on.
All right, up next, Lord Dreadmore. Lord Dreadmore is going to, he is blinded, so he has disadvantage with his attacks. I believe that he's going to, yeah, he's going after Velastra for sure. For sure. All right. All with disadvantage. Here we go. 10 and 7, probably not enough to hit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, 4 and 6. Honestly, I don't know if any of these rolls could have hit. Oh, and he follows it up with a nat 1.
Vex Mortis blindly swinging towards Velastra is unable to catch purchase with any as Velastra blocks each of them with her maul, catching the sword swing for swing.
So that's Lord Dreadmore's attack. He is going to use Second Wind though, and he's going to regain 20 hit points. Okay, and that's his attack there. Oh, he gets to reroll a failed saving throws. Forgot about that. Okay, Void Sting is up. Oh, Jesse Lee sending an extra attack for Void Sting. I'll play the fun music as soon as we get there. All right. Void Sting is going to... No, he knows that Velostra's up there. He's going to give it time. All right, he's going to slide over and he's going to use his stealth. He's going to use his bonus action to hide using stealth here. 19 plus, that's a million. He's going to hide, no problem. And he's going to peek up out of the window and send 3 shots over towards, I mean, it's gotta be at Lord Dreadmore. It's gotta be. Why wouldn't it be? All right, so we're going to send the light crossbow with advantage. He will hit with that one. He will hit with the second one, and I'm sure that he will hit with the third one. That is all true. All right, so we deal the normal damage here. 26. You might only need to do 2 of them. Roro-Reggie. Oh, 26 more.
And with that, Void Sting strikes twice into Lord Dreadmore, sending him perilously falling into the abyss, only hoping to be able to join the battle once more.
And for his third attack, Void Sting is going to send it over to Vex Mortis. And the third attack was high, it was 25, so that one will also hit Vex Mortis. However, he did not have advantage for that, so we're going to re-roll that as a nat 1, so he does miss the third one. However,
As Void Sting misses the third shot, hype about sending that creature back to where it came from, he finds it in him to fire off 3 more crossbow bolts in the direction of Vex Mortis.
All right, so he is going to roll 3 more times here. Oh, 2+ is going to miss. Just gonna give it to you. I love that. He does hit the second one. Just gonna give it to you. All right, so he hits twice. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? 29 and 23 damage. All right, Vex Mortis's temp HP is almost gone. Let's see if Balastra can finish it off. First thing, she's gonna see if she can get her healing light back. She... oh, I need to re-roll it. There we go. She does not get it back. Okay. I think for her turn... All right. Brian, what's going on, buddy? I think for her turn, yeah, she didn't get it back, and she does not have cure wounds or anything, so she's not going to be able to cast that. She can cast Spare the Dying, but that's an action. I think you need to turn down the gain on your mic. You sounded way better the other night. Oh, word. Maybe I'm also... Yeah, I could turn it down some. Hold on, because I also got a little closer to the mic, which may be doing that. So yeah, I'll have to play with it afterwards. Is gonna cast Banishment. All right. I think that Velastra is going to cast Banishment on Vex Mortis. As a fellow War Priest, knowing that Vex Mortis can do something about what's going on here. So I need a charisma saving throw from Vex Mortis. Sounds better already. Perfect. Oh, it's gonna fail. Oh no. Or be transported to a harmless demiplane. Okay. And this is for, I forget how long. Banishment is 1 minute. Is it concentration? It is concentration, right? Okay. So it's concentration. She is now concentrating on this spell as is banished. Is that a thing that I have here? Total cover. Oh, I was kind of hoping I'd have banished. Let's use... I don't have a good one for banishment here. Let's do sleeping. Sleeping means banished. Hey, how's it going, Jaffa Cats? What's going on? Welcome to the live. And I can hide it. That's a good call. Yeah. Okay. So Vex Mortis is banished. Velastra sent him to another demiplane. And that's all she can do because she did not get her bonus action back. So that is the end of her turn. It is now Lord Dreadmore's turn, and he needs to make a death saving throw. So let's see what he's got here, which is a... Don't I have a button for that? Oh, here we go. All right, death saving throw. Vex Mortis fails twice. Double nat 20.
And as Vex Mortis lies there, the breath slowly fading away.
We'll leave it at that. All right, that is the end of... oh, was that Rotmore? Oh, not Vex Mortis. That was Rotmore, but it doesn't matter. It was just a death saving throw. Yeah, so that should have been for Rotmore. Hold on. I rolled for the wrong person. Oh, no, I didn't. Who did I roll for? Lord Dreadmore. Oh, he rolled a nat 20. I am incorrect as to what he even rolled. What an idiot. Okay, so Vex Mortis rolled... Did it roll it automatically for me? Velastra went. Okay. I don't know what to do here because I rolled for Vex Mortis and it rolled for both creatures, Vex Mortis and Lord Dreadmore. So I'm going to say when it gets back to Lord Dreadmore's, when it gets back to Vex Mortis's turn. Why did I even roll? We're all. Okay. I don't know why I rolled for Vex Mortis. That was. I didn't. Okay. I am caught up. Everybody, I apologize. I am caught up. Rotmorn rolled a nat 20. The nat 1 was for the charisma saving throw. That's what was confusing me the whole time.
Rotmorn, breathing heavier and heavier, begins to stand up and begins to enter into the battle one more time.
Rolling a nat 20. That's massive. All right. He's up with 1 HP. Lord Impulse is probably going to do something about that, but Rotmorn's back in it. Okay, Lord Impulsa is going to put him back down because he technically should still be now should still be prone. So Lord Impulsa is going to put him back down. Back down, foul beast. And then Jesse, temp HP for who? Who we sending that to? I'm assuming Velastra. That's my guess is Velastra, but I'm not sure who you wanted that to go to. So while you let me know who that's going towards, I'm going to swing with over half HP here against Rotmorn with advantage. Velastra. Okay. So he needed to attack. He was supposed to be with advantage. All right, hold on. So first things first, Velastra.
As Velastra watches the foul beast begin to stand, she feels energy swirl all around her body, and her wounds begin to close up.
As she takes 75 more temp HP. All right. And then, so he. Okay, why Velastra doesn't need to do the Constitution saving throw. So that's fine. And then Kyle coming in with the extra action. I'll play the music here in 1 second. So he's gonna finish off his attacks. So he does hit with 1 because I forgot to roll it with advantage. 2 and 3. Oh, well, he's not gonna need to hit a second time. He's not gonna have advantage. So see, I'm just confusing myself. Damage. 1 time, it was normal. And he's gonna send him back. Actually, you know what? Oh yeah, the temp HP did go away. Why did that happen? There you go. Appreciate you. There you go. So what Lord Impulse is going to do is he's going to hit 3 times. The third one being with advantage, hitting a nat 20, and is going to send Rotmorn back to hell.
As Rotmorn rose once more, Lord Impulsa struck down 3 times, sending him officially back to where he came from, unable to return to the battle unless divine intervention steps in.
All right, so Rotmorn is gone. Now, thanks to
Kyle Ramzo coming in with an extra action for Lord Impulsa, finding it in him to run forward and attack Vex Mortis with 3 swings of his sword.
All right, so he's going to swing 3 times here. So we got the great sword. Oh no, he's banished. So, oh, what's he gonna do? Okay, hold on. Oh, all right. So he was over here. I think. Ooh, that's a good question. So he's banished. Would he waste his action going over and finishing off Lord Dreadmore? I don't think so. I think instead is he's going to run around 5, 10 through the statues, 15, 20, 25. And let me get rid of this. All right, Jesse says he would though. Because he's got Lord Impulsa there. Oh, I moved Velastra. What an idiot. Where was she? She was somewhere right. I don't even remember where she just was. I think she was there. So he was over here somewhere. I know he's got enough running to make it. Yeah, he definitely would have enough to make it. I'm gonna say that he would know Void Sting and Velastra are back there and able to finish it. Yeah. But a whole action, you might want to get rid of the Kinetic versus Deathmarked logo on the screen. Yeah, or at least put it like somewhere else. Maybe in the bottom right corner. How about this? What if I moved it down here? And then at least whenever it's centered on the screen over here, even then I don't know. Or like up here. Let's try there. We'll put it there for now. See what that does. All right. And then Jesse says shrink it. All right. Yeah, let's put it there. I like it. So I'm gonna say Lord Impulse is not gonna waste his whole action. He's gonna come down here and send it into Cryptar. Maybe if it was his regular action, I might. But this one was brought in. Shout out Kyle. So he's gonna do his greatsword. Did you take down the Choose Your Affiliation channel on Discord? Was trying to show Mom the teams. I did. However, you can see the teams in the regular chat channel. That's where I posted the team. I think I posted the full teams in each of those. I'm pretty sure. The Midweek Monster Mash chat channel. He has over half HP. And he's going to use Second Wind, actually, as a bonus action. And so he gets 20 HP back. And then he's going to attack with over half HP against Cryptar. So he does not have any advantage or anything. A 2? It's wasted wasted actions. Oh, there you go. There's a 19. Did you see it was almost a 3? As Lord Impulsor runs towards Cryptar. He's going to hit twice. Okay. So we deal our damage for over half HP. 23 and 25 damage to Cryptar. Okay. Pulsar is up. Pulsar needs to make a death saving throw. And now I'll know what's happening here. We're good. All right, he fails. That is 1 fail for Pulsar.
Pulsar's breath begins to slow and weaken.
All right, up next we have Inertian. Inertian is going to... all right, I think Inertian's going to run down here behind Void Sting. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to back up. He's going to stay back a little. And he is going to point his attack over towards Ghoulrend, sending off 3 elemental claws. We have 1 that's an 18. That's gonna hit. 2 is a 14. That one's plus whatever is gonna hit. And the third one, 11 plus 7 is gonna hit. So he hits 3 times against Ghoulrend. Ladies and gentlemen, Deathmarked are not looking good. We are gonna have quite a few people over in the Discord unhappy after the end of this battle, one way or the other. 28, 24, and these are some pretty big rolls also. 33, and Jesse leave with an extra action. Jesse's.
As Inertian swings his arm 3 times, sending bolts of force out of his hands, he finds it in him, the energy swirling to send 3 more in the direction of Ghoulrend.
All right. Gotta hit 1. Always forget I gotta hit 1 after that. So he's gonna send 3 more. Hey, by the way, Jesse, I appreciate you. Jess gonna give it to you. That's all I know. 15 plus is gonna hit. 3 plus is not. another 3, Jesse. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see if at least the first one's gonna be worth it. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. No. I appreciate you. All right. That is Inertian's turn. It is Vex Mortis's turn, who is floating out in the ether. I don't appreciate these rolls though. I know. So Dusk Wither is up. Oh. Dusk Wither is going to Dusk Wither. Oh man. All right. Dusk Wither is going to hide behind this wall still, and he's going to, well, he's going to bonus action hide. Let's start there. Let's start with that one. So he rolls a 12, because I think he wants to go after either Velastra or Lord Impulsa. Oh, all of these are terrible to go after. All right, he's gonna go after Velastra. So light crossbow with advantage on the first one. Oh no, actually maybe not. What's her wisdom? She's 13. She sees him peeking over the window. She watches as the air comes flying. So I gotta roll again because he does not have advantage. It's a 14 plus though. That does hit. Does hit. So it's normal hit there. Relatively good hit. All right. Then we have another normal attack after that. 7 plus is not gonna hit. And then another normal attack after that. And that is 20. That one will hit. All right. So damage normal. As he takes the extra necrotic damage, 34 on that one. That was a big one. So that's his turn. Cryptar is up. And Cryptar is being struck by Lord Impulsa here. He should have been doing the elemental absorption as well. I gotta remember to do that. We're gonna do elemental claw here. Not elemental claw. The other one's the same thing. I clicked the wrong thing. Elemental flail, sorry. Although they are not the same thing. Okay, so he rolled a 23 to hit. And the damage will be 28 necrotic damage, and he's going to attack 2 more times. A 19 plus and an 18 plus. Okay, Cryptar staring Lord Impulsa in the face. Oh, it rolls a really low number on the second one there. 16. And for the third one, 24. That is not enough. Wow, look at that. All right, Ghoulrend is up. He does not get his death beam back. So the question is, does he? I mean, why would he not attack the other dragon right in front of him, you know? So I'm going to say that Ghoulrend would probably attack Kineshak here. So he's going to do 3 rend attacks. A nat 20 on the first one. A 5 on the second one. Woo, the rolls are rough. Rough for Deathmarked tonight. 8 plus is not going to hit, so he only hits 1 time. It's a critical hit, but he only hits 1 time. 24 damage to Kineshak, who kind of eats it. Kineshak, rolling for Pulse Beam, gets it back. All right. Kineshak is going to fire off that Pulse Beam. Why would he not? Down at an angle once more. And Jesse Lee bringing in another action. All right, we need dexterity saving throws from these two. Normal. Oh, that's a 9 plus, probably fails. And a nat 20, that one's gonna succeed. So we roll the damage. Oh no, that's the end of Ghoulrend, most likely. Oh, low roll though, 39. 39, half for Gulrend. No, full for Gulrend, half for Cryptar. And a play. Okay, did you guys hear that sound? There's definitely like a beat behind me. Okay.
Kinetic fires off a pulsar beam through Gulrend, striking through his chest, sending him falling 20 feet down to the ground. Additionally striking Cryptar, who will take it and finds himself resistant to the damage.
Because I should have been doing that before. All right, so he's going to use Elemental Absorption, use ability, and so he will have resistance to the force damage, gives itself resistance to that instance of damage, and gains 10 temporary hit points. So it was 39. He took half of that, which was 20. So he took realistically only 10, plus 10, and then he gets 10 temp HP. So it's like a net gain. All right. Lord Dreadmore is up. Now, Lord Dreadmore needs to make a death saving throw. No, he's up with one. He has 1 HP. Is that right? Yeah. All right. No, he's knocked, right? Didn't Lord Dreadmore get knocked? Or maybe I was wrong. Maybe I misread the health bar and he had... Oh, hold on. I forgot to do the extra action from Jesse. Let me back it up here.
And as Gulrend falls to the ground, Kinetic finds it in him to strike once more and deal damage, finishing off Gulrend.
So Kinetic is going to dive down towards Gulrend as Gulrend hits the ground. Gulrend hits the ground. Kinetic is going to dive down with his rend attacks. He'll dive down to 5 feet. No, he's about 15, we'll say 10. Because, you know, Gulrend's kind of large. He takes up some space. So Kinetic, flying above, is going to use his claws and dig into Gulrend. So with that, he's going to use his rend attack with advantage, doing critical hits if they hit, which of course they do. So that is 2 failed saves. And then with a second attack, as long as it hits, which it should. Yeah, it's a nat 20. Ow! Owie! So he's got 4, so he is dead. And Kinetic, 10 feet in the air. User, what's going on? Welcome to the live. Kinetic is going to finish it off, flying over to Cryptar, using his 3rd rend attack. Will it be enough to deal massive damage to Cryptar? No one will know because I wasn't down here. All right, 17 plus definitely hits. So we deal the damage to Cryptar. And is 18. But no, he's not resistant to that. He was only resistant to that instance of it. So he takes the damage. And that is the end of Kinetic's extra action as he finishes off Gulrend, the other opposing dragon. And so now we come up to where Jesse has confirmed that this Deathmarked hero was down, so he had 0 HP. And Velastra is going to use her maul to strike and most likely finish him off with advantages, any hit being a critical strike. And of course that's gonna hit. Critical hit. We have 41. I don't even know why I rolled, but that's 2 failed death saves. So that is one of her maul attacks. And then she is going to strike one more time with the maul attack. With advantage, of course. 20, another nat to hit, to hit an already critical hit. And with that, Lord Dreadmore is also dead and gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kinetic Force is taking advantage of this battlefield and laying waste to Deathmarked. Only 4 heroes remain for Team Deathmarked. 3 heroes remain for Team Deathmarked. Will they last long enough to deal their own damage?
Jesse says we have 4 more rounds on the banishment. User VB5MQKRIO5, are you rooting for Kinetic Force or Deathmarked? Kinetic force dealing a bunch of force energy. Deathmarked dealing necrotic. All right, 4 more rounds on the banishment. Oh yeah, she's gonna take advantage of that. That was supposed to be Void Sting's turn. So Velastra does get to finish off her thing. For Holy Force, target one creature it can see. She can see Duskwither. Remember, he failed his stealth save, so she can actually target him with Holy Force. So we're gonna go ahead and use that. DC 15 Wisdom saving throw for Duskwither. And he's going to fail. So he's gonna take the full damage and be blinded. Yikes. Yikes. Apply the damage. Correction, 8. I was gonna say the 4 didn't seem enough. So he takes the 12 damage and is blinded now. Okay, now that should have been Void Sting for Velastra. So now Void Sting's gonna go. Void Sting is going to do a stealth check to see if it is well hidden. I imagine it will be. That's a 24, well hidden. And what's his perception? Could he see? No, he can't see Duskwither. So I'm gonna say that he would have ran over here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's gonna peek around the corner. And there's a lot of stuff in the way of Cryptar. I'm gonna say that Cryptar is half cover. So it's gonna have +2 to his AC. Is there a way to do that on here? I don't know. I don't think so. I'll have to find out. I feel like there probably is, but so instead of worrying about the half cover, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna target and ooh, what's the range here? It's 80. I think we're within 80, right? Let's see. Are we within 80? 65, we're good. Okay, so he's going to use the light crossbow with a -2 to the roll, just to account for the AC, with advantage because he's hidden. A nat 20 though, it doesn't matter. Oh, the Kinetic Order really wants to win this. I keep saying Kinetic Force because they're force damage. So then he's gonna do another one at -2. And that one's gonna fail with a nat 1. And then he's gonna, oh, that was supposed to be -2. 18 to 16 hit. It does, it just hits, so he will get hit by that one also. So he hits with 2, one of them being a critical hit. Holy cow. 53. Yikes, that was a big roll. And then normal. 25. Okay, that is that is Void Sting's turn. Up next is Lord Impulsa, who's going to try to find it in him to finish off Cryptar. So he's going to use his greatsword. Attack under half HP. Normal. Nothing special about Cryptar at the moment. 19 plus though is definitely going to hit. And 18 is definitely going to hit. All right. I think this is going to be the one. 7, 8, 9 plus, plus 5, 14. That was low. Cryptar's lucking out right now. 18 plus. Oh, we already rolled to hit. Sorry, wrong thing. Oh, but he swings 3 times, not twice. So second time was 18, and now we already rolled for the 3rd hit. Oh, was that enough though? No, Cryptar is 4 HP. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the end of Cryptar as he falls to the ground. So he is now unconscious. Okay, up next is Pulsar, who needs to make another death saving throw, having failed last time. He fails once more. Pulsar is 1 failed death save away from dying. Inertian is up. Inertian. Can Inertian see Duskwither? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Inertian is going to go 5, 10, 15. Now he's probably going to stay behind here for half cover. Let me zoom out for you because this is full map here. All right. So do heroes come back next round? They do. They do. So they do all get healed. The ones that live, the ones that perish are gone for good from the tournament, as they've gone to wherever it is their deity sends them. Yeah, no, all heroes do come back. Now all weapons, all ability score increases, and all resistances, along with any unused health potions, stick with the team throughout the tournament. So Inertian is going to target the not so sneaky right now Duskwither with his elemental claw, and he has advantage because Duskwither is blinded thanks to Velastra. So we are going to go with advantage here, which is good because he rolled a 2. All right, we got another one, and that one's gonna hit, and a third one. Yikes. Yikes. Man, so much hope for Deathmarked from so many people. And Jesse said nay. That is 20, 20, and 19. 59 damage. Oh no. Oh no.
And as Inertian finishes his third shot, he comes with his left hand, sending 3 more bolts of force energy through the windows. 1 second.
All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. Sun came down. Want to see what's going on. Okay. Just gonna give it to you. That's the new motto for Kinetic Order. Kinetic Order, that's all they sing is just gonna give it to you. As they have their #1 sponsor screaming from the stands. So he's gonna fire off 3 more. All with advantage because Duskwither is still blinded. And so here we go. Taking advantage. All right. So that is 3 hits. Watch these crappy rolls. No, you're good. You're good. They all hit. They all make purchase. They've all got a 1-level dip in Warlock, worshiping their patron of the Jester. Oh, I like that. Their patron of the Jester. That's the god of force. He's hilarious. And with that, Duskwither hits the ground. Duskwither hits the ground. Oof. And that is the end of Inertian's turn. Vex Mortis still banished. Duskwither on the ground needs to make a death saving throw. When that is a fail. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. Cryptar. Forcefully funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, Deathmarked have all either hit the ground or left this plane of existence. It is only a matter of time until they all perish slowly into the dirt or reappear and get slammed by the other team all at once.
Duskwither failed the saving throw. Cryptar succeeds on the saving throw. I don't think it's going to matter though, because Kinetic is going to end this. Rend attacks with advantage. 19 plus and oh yeah, 25. That's gonna hit. Deadites in the Discord gonna be disappointed tonight. Yeah, they're not gonna be happy. Not gonna be happy as Cryptar perishes. Void Sting. I tried to tell him, says Jesse. Void Sting is going to come out from behind.
Void Sting walks out from behind his blockade, bow in the air, just cheering. Kinetic Order! Kinetic Order! Kinetic Order! As the crowd goes wild for the Kinetic Order.
Velastra is going to... Can't you do something with banishment to make it permanent? I don't remember what that is. Velastra is going to first see if she gets her thing back. Oh, she does! Ready actions. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So she's going to use her healing light on Pulsar to bring him up. That is 8 plus, so 11 HP given to Pulsar.
Insult to injury, Pulsar, dazed and confused, awakes from his painful slumber and begins to rise to his feet, hearing the cheers of the stand, yelling, Kinetic Order!
All right, and Velastra is going to continue to hold. Lord Impulsa is going to begin charging over to Duskwither. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. He uses his action and his bonus action to get there. Pulsar is going to use half his movement to stand and begin to chant.
Kinetic Order! Kinetic Order! The crowd hears Pulsar cheer with his battle axe in the air.
Inertian is going to move around and ready any action for Vex Mortis to appear, knowing how banishment works as a spellcaster himself. Vex Mortis still in the ether, unable to do anything. Duskwither needing to make a death saving throw. He does make a save. Look at that. Kinetic is up. Kinetic is going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over the wall and is going to stand on the wall and lurch down with his neck long enough to reach Duskwither on the ground. And I need to target him. He's too high. There you go. 3 rend attacks. Most likely only going to need 2. Definitely will hit with that one. Oh, I was supposed to roll with advantage. It's fine. He still hits. And definitely going to roll with that one. And with that, Duskwither fades into the abyss. All right. And all we have left is Vex Mortis, currently banished into another plane. Breath weapon back. Oh, I did forget to check. He does not get his breath weapon back. Good reminder. Void Sting is going to hold an action for when Vex Mortis returns. Velastra, looking around for everyone to see if they're ready, is just going to let go of the spell and let Vex Mortis come back, knowing the only way to win is to defeat them all. No longer asleep. No longer sleeping. Where is it? Nope, it's not dehydrated. What am I missing here? Oh, here it is. Got it. Still prone. Okay. And with that, everyone's gonna get an attack with advantage for melee, disadvantage for ranged attack. So Pulsar is gonna swing his axe twice, both with advantage. That's a lot and a lot. He is no longer blinded. I can take that away. So yeah, he does hit with both of those. All right, 25 and 31. Okay, and at the same time, Inertian sends off an Elemental Claw. With disadvantage, actually, because it's a ranged attack. But he might hit anyway. Yeah, he's gonna hit anyway. So we deal the damage there. Good bit of damage, 22. Void Sting sends his arrow flying. Light crossbow with disadvantage. Because he is not hidden either. Oh, I think he's gonna miss that one. He does. And that's everything because the other two are back there. Now Velastra still gets her turn. So she is going to walk up, look down at Vex Mortis. And let him know that this war priest will not accept those that have come back from the dead. And will strike down twice with her maul with advantage. Oh, we'll miss the first one. Yikes. We'll hit the second one though. Thought she was gonna do something cooler than that. She's not even gonna use Holy Force. She's like, not even worth it. Lord Impulsa, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's gonna keep running over here. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And as he's charging in as the captain that he is. Okay, Pulsar is up. Oh, I think I swung twice at Vex Mortis with Pulsar, didn't I? Did I? I did. He should have only swung once. So he's gonna go ahead and do only one this time because he cheated a little. Echoic Axe with advantage as he's still prone. Do the damage here. Nine HP left. Inertian is up. Inertian is going to walk slowly up to Vex Mortis. Stare down at the necrotic, withering, lifeless body. And without saying a word, he will send him back to where he came from. All right. And with that, I'm not even gonna bother rolling the death saves because he's out of here. And so, hold on, I forgot to pull up the timer. Of course I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that, all Deathmarked heroes have been slain and have been removed from the battlefield. In a short moment, this battle may end, Kinetic Order being the winners of the Pristine Bowl Battle number 1. As they stand there, staring at each other, staring at the crowd. Kinetic Order! Kinetic Order! The cheers fill the stadium. Fans throwing different prizes, winnings, earnings, and presents for their heroes. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of battle number 1, Kinetic Order!
Well, look at that. Who would have seen that coming? Kinetic Order winning battle number 1. Deathmarked fading into the abyss, no longer in the Pristine Bowl. Oh, good, I got back just in time. Kyle says, good job, Jesse. Jesse, obviously the number 1 fan of Kinetic Order tonight. Me, I seen it coming, says Jesse. Kinetic Order sweeping victory. Only a couple close calls, but all of them remaining in the end. Will they be your overall champions? Time will tell. No one giving gold to the dead, says DJ Widget. Oh man, we'll see what happens. Round number 2. Will Elio show up and put Jesse to the test? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, that's fun. That's fun. I do forget the battle order next week. I gotta check. Actually, I should be able to check. Oh, I'm right there with you. Look at that, dude. Loving the voice mod. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. A lot of fun with it. And I don't want to give it away. There's a fun voice for if somebody gets revived. But I'll just do it anyway. No, I'll do it anyway. It'll be fun. I'll just talk about the Deathmarked. Hold on.
And as the gods look down on those that they have lost in the battle below, it's a wonder as to what the mortals think us gods want from them. Do we want them to fight and shed blood, or do we want them to live in harmony and peace?
It's so hard for me not to laugh while I'm doing this because I also sound so stupid. I can't hear the voice. So it's just me talking and I'm hearing me say stupid things. Was going to get it for my in-person, but I get a lot of feedback. Oh, you get a lot of feedback from your microphone? Is that what you mean? Yeah, this microphone's pretty sweet. Hopefully it sounds, I will tell you guys, so I'll tell you what I used to sound like. This was the webcam voice I was using. Okay, so now I'm on my old webcam microphone. So this is what it used to sound like. With a little bit of, I've mixed a few things, so it might sound slightly different. But you should hear, like, it sounds very muddy and open air. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's sounding myself. I'm a fan. So super cool. Hopefully it sounds good for you guys. That was a lot of fun. I'm stoked for next week. Oh, I was pulling up what the next battle is. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you. I have them all saved. One second. Where do I have that saved? How long ago was that? I know I set this up a while ago, but I thought, I didn't know it'd been this long. I'm donating so you can get a stream deck. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting pretty used to doing the hotkeys up top, but what was I looking for? Oh, let's see. This should be able to do it. Loading. Okay. Ooh, all right. That'll be fun. Next week's battle. Oh, let me switch to not this music anymore. Let's go to, I don't know. This is fun. I didn't mind this one. No, actually, yeah, it's fine. It's just too hype now. It's too hype now. Oh, this one's called Undead Graveyard. We'll just play that. I was tempted to send my 6-key one to you just so you could try it. Oh, nice. I appreciate it. Don't worry about it. Hold on to it. I'll get one eventually. I'm working on a pinball machine right now. If I keep my focus on the pinball machine, then I keep my focus on doing this. Because if I don't have a big goal, I get distracted. That's the problem. Where is? No. Oh, close. Here we go. Pristine Bowl. Midweek Monster Mash episodes. Pristine Bowl. Bracket images. There we go. Okay, I got it. Next week's battle. Can I not zoom out? Oh, that's really far. All right, there we go. That's better. So next week's battle is the Ember Lords versus the Stormbound. I know we finally had 2 people join the Ember Lords today, and we had quite a few people on the Stormbound. So that'll be an interesting one to see, because if the Ember Lords win and the 2 people that chose them, I mean, well, there's 2 people that chose them, they get to split all of the packs that have been brought in between those 2 people. So that would be pretty wild. But Stormbound, I think, had like 5 people, something like that. So yeah, that'll be fun. That will be fun. So cool. Well, hey, I appreciate all you guys hanging out. Of course, Jesse, I appreciate your support as always. Glad that you at least got your team to win for that and it wasn't for nothing. Like I said, we'll see if maybe Elio pops in and just wreaks havoc throughout the battle at some point. Because if anyone's gonna do it, it'll be Elio. User over on TikTok, I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you so much. I'm gonna hop over here, go make sure my son's all right. I told him he could go hang out upstairs while I finish this up. So yeah, not too long of a battle tonight. That was fun. Let me know, give me some feedback over on Discord about the battle, things that you saw might have worked, things you saw might have not worked. I am gonna change that image for, so it's not confusing for the resistance. And that'll be changed by next week. But if anything else stands out, make sure you let me know over on Discord. That way I can adjust it as we go. So, all right. You guys have a wonderful, fantastic night, and I will catch you next week.